Honors Algebra 2, Unit 1, Practice Test. Alright, so let's start here with number 1. The great thing about number 1 through 3 is that your calculator knows the order of operations. So I'm just going to make the calculator do it. Parentheses 3 squared plus 5 times 7, close the parentheses, minus 8, that's 14. Number 2, 3 times 5 plus 3 squared, divided by 2 to the third, is 3. Six squared times 4 times 2 to the fourth, divided by 28 plus 9 times 8, 576 over 25. We could also turn that into a decimal, so 23.04. All right. Number 4 and number 5 give us some expressions, so we're going to have to do some distributing. So 1/2 times 7x gives me 7/2 x plus 3/2 y plus 6 times 3 is 18 divided by 4. That gives me 18 over 4, which is 9 over 2x minus 3/4 times a negative 4 will give me a minus 3y. Combine like terms. 7/2 and 9/2 gives me 16/2 x plus, that would be a minus. I got plus 3/2 minus 3, so that's 1.5. So that would be a minus 3/2 y. 16/2 can reduce to 8x minus 3/2 y. Okay, number 5, again, I'm distributing. Be careful because this guy's a negative 1/5. So 12/5 w minus 8/5 t minus 7/5 w plus 2/5 t. Again, combine like terms. 12/5 minus 7/5 is 5/5. Negative 8/5 plus 2/5 gives me a negative 6/5 t. So 1w minus 6/5 t. Alright, number 6 and number 7 say solve the absolute value equations. Before I can solve absolute values, I gotta get the absolute value by itself. So absolute value of x plus 1 is equal to 8, because 32 divided by 4 is 8. So x plus 1 equals 8, or x plus 1 equals a negative 8. Solve both of those, so x equals 7, or x equals negative 9. Now I have to check both of those. So when I plug them back into the original, 7 plus 1 is 8, absolute value of 8 is 8, times 4 gives me 32. Negative 9 plus 1 is negative 8, absolute value of negative 8 is positive 8, times 4 is also 32. Number 7. Again, I gotta get the absolute value all by itself before I can separate my equation. So I'm gonna add 15. So 2x minus 3 is equal to positive 15, or 2x minus 3 is equal to a negative 15. Add 3, so 2x is equal to 18, x is equal to 9. Add 3, so 2x is equal to a negative 12. So x is equal to a negative 6. Check it. 2 times 9 is 18, minus 3 is 15, absolute value of 15 is 15, minus 15 is 0. Negative 6 times 2 is negative 12, minus 3 more is negative 15, absolute value of negative 15 is positive 15, positive 15 minus 15 is 0. Number 8, got to get the absolute value by itself. So when I subtract 10, I get the absolute value of x plus 1 is equal to a negative 5. I can't have an absolute value, which is distance, go negative 5, so that guy's no solution. Number 9, I got to get the absolute value again by itself, so I'm going to subtract 1. I cannot distribute into an absolute value, so I have to divide by 2. So absolute value of 2x minus 7 is equal to 17. So separated apart, 2x minus 7 is equal to a positive 17, or 2x minus 7 is equal to a negative 17. Add 7, so I get 24. Divide by 2, so I get 12. Add 7, so I get 2x is equal to a negative 10. So x is equal to a negative 5. All right, now I got to try it. 2 times 12 is 24. 24 minus 7 is 17. Absolute value of 17 is 17 times 2 is 34 plus 1 is 35. Negative 5 times 2 is negative 10. Minus 7 more is negative 17. Absolute value of negative 17 is positive 17. Times 2 is 34. Plus 1 is 35. Alright, number 10. The absolute value is all by itself, so I can go ahead and separate. X minus 3 is equal to 2x plus 9. Or x minus 3 is equal to a negative 2x minus 9. Solve for x, I'm going to subtract an x, so I get 1x, subtract 9, and I get negative 12. Add 2x, so I get 3x. Add 9, so I get, or add 3, so I get negative 6. So x equals negative 2. Now let's try it. When I plug a negative 12 in, negative 12 minus 3 is negative 15. Absolute value of negative 15 is positive 15. However, 2 times negative 12 is negative 24 plus 9. That guy doesn't work, so I get a negative 15. Negative 2 times a negative, or plus a negative 3 will give me a negative 5. 2 times a negative 2 is 4, plus 9, that one works.